Oh, that's right. We watched the Pamali movies. We didn't get to watch Dread Out. I wanted to watch Dread Out, but we ended up watching Pamali. Both the first one, which was they're adapted directly from the game, so there's a lot of stuff that's like very similar to the games, and it's like, oh, you get to see them like in live action, like play out one of the endings. It was really cool. The Pocong one was kind of spooky. There's a lot of jump scares in that one. I think the suspense, the shock factor, the scary part of Pochongs are they appear and they look very scary rather than the fact that they like are dangerous. Okay, let me explain, right? So the Pochong is like a corpse that has come back to life and it's like wrapped up in that funeral shroud. So here's the problem though. They don't seem to do much. They don't seem to do much. Okay, like they appear and they jump scare you, right? But like in terms of like actually attacking you, not so much, right? So like a Dakimakura ghost, right? Like basically that you can explain it that way, right? Like the most they can probably do is give you a heart attack, but then like when it comes to actually attacking you, like they just kind of flop around. So like that's the most difficult part to make it scary. So like a lot of it's like really scary, like spooky stuff from a distance, right? But then like when they get close to you, right? The scariest part, like when one of the main characters was running in a forest, she trips and falls, and then she can't get back up because I think she like hurt her leg or something, and she's like kind of like curled up in the little ball, like screaming because she doesn't want to get chapped, right? And then the Pochong just kind of like, they just kind of appear and they like slowly like close in on her, but they don't actually do anything. They just kind of like, yeah, they just kind of stare. They just kind of like stare down at her menacingly, and then she passes out from shock. Yeah. Which are guilt tripping because the one who buried them did it wrong. Oh, they just kind of ominously vibe. They can spit in your face and make you see ghosts. That's true. They did that one. They did have that one attack, but that was like on a patient who was already bedridden, and she couldn't escape. So she was in a very vulnerable state. But like if you're running away, it's pretty easy to avoid the spit because it just kind of dribbles out of their mouth. I want to know what it tastes like. Like, I'm just curious, you know? Aren't you curious, Chad? Like, if you could, in a scientific setting, like, take it out of context and, like, study it, you know, like, put it under a microscope and take a look at what's inside the fluids, right? I'm just like, what would that taste like? But yeah. Alright, Chad. Enough of that.